is giving the entertaining speech from the Advanced Communicator Manual. With his speech entitled, The Power of Suggestions, please help me welcome Larry Chavez.
The power of suggestion. It can make you happy. It can make you sad, depressed. It can make you strong. It can kill you. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, I need your help today. When I raise my hands, I need effect for my story. I need everybody to go, ooh. Can we try it once? Ooh. When I was 15, I grew up on a ranch in northern New Mexico, right along Apache Creek, near the Indian Reservation. And when I turned 15, I got my driver's permit. I thought it was so cool. I loved going to town and getting groceries for people. My grandmother was friends with a lady who lived out in a remote mud house, an adobe house with tin roof. And ever since I was a kid, people said she was a witch. And it was reported that she could heal you, or she could put a curse on you. Everybody was terrified of this lady. And sometimes you would pass by on the dirt road and she was out sweeping with her broom. Letting you go by. So my grandmother told me one day, she says, I need for you to go to town. She was friends with her. Bring her back some groceries. Put them on the porch, but don't disturb her. I said, I can do that. So I go to town. I get the groceries. I go to her house. I put down the groceries. Now I'm a curious guy by nature. And I'm wondering, what the heck goes in that house? Is there a cauldron? And there's a light coming out. And I go up, and there's an old keyhole. And I'm looking through the keyhole, and all of a sudden, there's an eyeball looking back at me. A big gray eyeball. And I'm frozen in time. And all of a sudden, I hear this voice of this little girl coming up behind me. She's all dressed in white. Her eyes are dark, and she's got a little pouch hanging on her belt. And she says, what are you doing? Ooh. I'm so scared. I'm thinking, who is this? I run, I hop in my truck. It was the old standard 66 Chevy. And I'm trying to get it in gear and the thing won't start. And here comes this little girl. What are you doing? And I'm terrified. Finally, I got that truck in gear. Popped the clutch. Mario Andretti would have been proud of me. For some of you who don't know who Mario Andretti is, he's a race car driver. Anyway, I popped it in gear. I'm looking in the rearview mirror. And the little girl disappears. I can't see her anymore. Maybe because of all the dust. Then all of a sudden, I touch my leg and it's all wet. I'm not sure what happened, but I think I had an accident. Fear will do that to me sometimes. Maybe it was the evil eye. She put a curse on me. So I get home and I tell Grandma what happened. And she pulls out the holy water and starts blessing me. She says, you shouldn't be messing around with those kind of things. And I said, how about the little girl? I didn't know there was a little girl. She says, back in the 30s, that was her little girl, and she drowned in Apache Creek. Ooh. I'm terrified. I go to sleep at night. I hear the wolves howling. Ooh. I hear the leaves. Ooh. The wind. Ooh. And I'm saying my prayers. I'm hoping that holy water works. I get up, I go to the bathroom, I look in the mirror, all those pimples. I know she cursed me with that. I'm terrified. And I keep checking my pants to make sure nothing else is wet anymore. So the word got out that I had seen this lady. About a week later, lo and behold, poor lady, she passes away. Natural causes. Oh. So the word got out. My grandmother wouldn't speak to me. She decided that I had cursed that lady. My dad was so furious at my grandmother that after a couple of months he says, hey, this has got to stop. But in the meantime, not only am I curious, I'm also a prankster. So I walk around high school doing this. People were terrified of me. I could go to the cafeteria and say, you want that bread? Want that pie? I was having fun. About 4 or 5 months later, I'm out fishing at Ahwatukee Creek. I'm under an oak tree, and I fall asleep. All of a sudden, I feel somebody staring down at me. I look up, and there's a mountain lion just glaring at me. I got no gun, but I remember the power of the eye. So I focused on that mountain lion. He focused right back, and we're mano a mano, or pod of little hand. But anyway, all of a sudden, he started backing up. And he jumped down off the tree. He took off. I got up and I went to look where he had gone, and I found a little black bag that was attached to the little girl. Do you, fellow Toastmasters, want to know what's in the little black bag after all these years?
Yes.
Trick or treat, all the bull I just fed you.